It's
Mendoza is the one that arrested me. And on the charge ticket, it's Valdez or somebody else, which is something I was going to bring up. Why is it the officer who arrested me isn't on the citation? Because it's Mendoza who arrested me on 224 and who rearrested me now. And on the citation is Virgil as the arresting officer. And he wasn't even there, and the video will show that.
okay. So the watch commander was report reviewed by Coons. That's the sergeant.
Yeah, and he wasn't there.
Yeah. Let me see. Deputy Mendoza is the one that wrote this.
That's right. He's the one that arrested me,
So
even though it's not on the charge ticket.
So it's Deputy Mendoza, the one that wrote the police report.
The same one that wrote it on 224 for the 602 that I showed you got dropped.
Yeah.
So there we go. Same officer.
So on Friday, August 28, 2015, I was on duty in uniform assigned to patrol of IB-50 for the San Francisco Sheriff's Department patrol unit at the Tom Waddell Urban Health Center. At approximately 9:30, Garza Jason entered the Tom Waddell Health Center and walked towards the homeless outreach team, the HOT team. Garza was video recording when he entered the health center. I followed Garza to the HOT team office where he continued to video record. I saw a patient present in the office where Garza was recording. Natalie Maddox introduced Garza to. Natalie instructed Garza not to video record. Maddox attempted to inform Garza of the Department of Public Health policy procedure regarding video recording. Garza became agitated with Maddox's response, and then Garza became verbally confrontational. Maddox was unable to answer the telephone calls or continue with her daily duties without Garza's continuous harassment.
Wonderful. The video doesn't show that at all. Beautiful. So if the video doesn't show that, is this false testimony?
We have to impeach the officer.
Is it false testimony?
No, because he hasn't testified.
But when he does testify,
yes,
then it'll be false testimony.
Yes.
And then what consequence?
Okay, so we're working in a limited world, okay? I am your criminal defense attorney. If he testifies to this and the video doesn't show that, then I get to impeach him. And that shows him to be a liar. And then that will lead the jury to acquit and not believe all the other things that he's saying, right? Because my ultimate goal in your trial is for you to get acquitted of all charges.
No. Our ultimate goal in my trial is not only to get acquitted, but for there to be a decision that, hey, once he leaves here, he can go get his medical care, and they can't pull this bullshit on him again, because you know what? They're just going to do it again, and they're just going to say, well, he's just doing it again, because if they did it on 224 and did it again, they're going to do it again. The Department of Public Health has got to be ordered to obey my rights, period, because
I can ask for that, but I don't know that the judge will do that. Okay?
Well, but we ask, we make a video of what's happening so people will realize that it's not me who's not turning over every stone, once again. It's that the system is fucked up. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
Well, it's the truth.
Okay.
Why lie when the truth is bad enough? All right, so I was preventing her from doing her duties.
Because you were being aggressive and continuous harassment, which they don't explain what it is. I approached Garza and handed him a copy of the Department of Public Health and Policy Procedure.
Now, when was that policy made?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
A24. Brand new policy.
So you didn't know about it?
Well, I gave it to you, remember? I gave you a copy of it. Brand new fucking policy. And it's not legal. That's what I was questioning. I was challenging him on it, remember?
Yeah.
And that's when he instantly arrested me, was because, I called him on his bull fucking shit. Here it is. What's the date on it?
8/24. Okay, that's also.
And remember, they canceled my appointment because, when I wrote back to the doctor and he said about the administrative supervisor who was going to hand me this policy, I said, I have no problem about seeing her. I want my ADA representative there so I can talk to him. And then they claimed they canceled my appointment, and I was following up on the cancellation of my appointment.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you?
It does.
And I have the paperwork and the videos to prove it.
Okay. On Friday, Maddox did not consent to Garza recording as she spoke with HOT team clients. Maddox advised me that
she spoke with other, is that what he's saying?
Yeah, he's saying that, but she clearly contradicts him in the police report.
Well, of course, because there was no one else there. It was me, him, and her.
Garza was verbally confrontational after he read the policy and procedure. Garza refused to acknowledge the DPH's policies and procedure I asked Garza not to record and advised him to leave the premises. Garza continued to be verbally confrontational. Garza was boisterous and interfered with the hot team staff and the staff at Tom Waddell Health Center. I handcuffed Garza, checked the handcuffs for tightness, and double-locked the handcuffs. I arrested Garza for willfully refusing to leave the premises, continuing to cause disturbance, and continuing to video record without the consent of the
Wait a
staff.
minute. Wait.
Yes.
He double-clicked it, right? Is what he says.
No, I arrested.
And he double-clicked the handcuffs. And then he did something else because I was continuing to videotape after he had put the handcuffs on me.
No, I said I handcuffed Garza, checked the handcuff for tightness, and I double-locked the handcuffs.
Right.
I arrested Garza. He's explaining why he arrested you. Okay? I arrested Garza for willfully refusing to leave the premises. Okay? Continuing to cause a disturbance and continuing to video record with the consent of the staff. This is prior to him handcuffing you. Garza was charged with felony, invasion of privacy, and confidential communications. Garza was also charged with misdemeanor trespass and interference with the public agency and trespassing. At approximately 10 a.m., Deputy Duong telephoned the Central Warning Bureau and spoke with Rosanna. Garza had no outstanding warrants. At approximately 10:40, Maddox wrote a citizen's statement, which was later booked into evidence. At approximately 10:20, Sergeant Kunz transported Garza to the county jail for final booking. This is a statement of Maddox, okay, who's the woman. Jason Garza walked into the SF Hot office recording. I informed him he was not allowed to film in here. There was a client present in the waiting room. I tried to inform Mr. Garza of the policy and where it was posted so he could read it.
Okay, now let's back up here.
Mm-hmm.
There was a client in the waiting room.
That's what they're saying.
Right. So now, where was the client?
In the waiting room.
And is it illegal to videotape in a public waiting room?
No.
So why is she poisoning the well?
They're saying it's because you violated their policy.
The policy, which is illegal. It's not illegal for me to videotape my own health care.
Yeah.
So it's an illegal policy. So how can I be violating an illegal policy?
Okay, so we're going to make that argument, but I'm telling you what the allegations are,
I
okay?
understand. I just want you to understand that I know the bullshit.
I know the bullshit too, but we need to talk about every bad fact
Right.
so that nothing
Every bad
ambushes.
lie. That's not a fact.
Yeah. So every single thing that they are alleging so that
Correct.
you know it. Mr. Garza appeared very agitated and unwilling to comply. This continued out of the SF Hot office and into the hallway.